Hello chatterbox out there, sorry about the lighting. I was going to film out the end room where I normally do my vlogs, but it's so blooming chilly out there at the moment that I decided to film in the comfort and warmth of my bedroom. Hello out there chatterboxes, I hope you've all had a lovely week so far and all having a fabulous Tuesday. Today I was at college, I got ready for the day ahead and then a nice refreshing shower, and I definitely needed it because I was almost falling asleep. I was so tired. And yeah, I was just in one of those really tired moods where I was just so sleepy. And my dad and my older sister were at work. My younger brother and his girlfriend went off to college, and my younger sister, as you know, is over in Ireland at the moment. And my older brother was at uni. And I got myself ready for college. Thought I was in work placement, but I'm in college. And good thing I checked, and I went on to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, listened to some Christmas music, and watched a bit of The Polar Express because who doesn't love a good Christmas film? While I waited, and then got my stuff and said goodbye to my mum and locked up, and I went off to get the bus to college. And my old sister's boyfriend was still at ours. I thought he'd gone to work, but he hadn't. Oops, I couldn't have locked him in, but he obviously managed to unlock the door, get in and lock up and go off to work. And he was just going off to work when I got the bus. And I got on the bus, got to the mall. I was on a double decker bus and sat upstairs and listened to movie music. And I got to the mall and I came downstairs as we got to the mall and stayed on the bus downstairs because it was easier than having to come back downstairs to get off at college. I didn't want to miss my stop, so I stayed downstairs as we got to college. Pressed a button about 3 or 4 times, and what should happen? But the bus driver not stop, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing? I need to get off back there." And he just ignored me. He was, "Oh, well, you're gonna have to get off the bus off at the next bus stop." I was like, "Well, I didn't need that one, did I?" Blaming that, he's so frustrated. I could have strangled him. And so I then had to get off all the way at Felton Hill and go past the vets, and I saw my grandma's next door neighbour's son, who I hadn't seen for quite a while, and we had a good catch up. Even though I was really late, but I texted my course leader anyway on the way to college because there was lots of traffic this morning. So she just thought that I was late because of the traffic. But I was late because of that, and also because of the bus not stopping. So when I got to college, I explained what had happened, and she was cool with it. So that was good. She didn't explode. I thought she was going to tell me off, but it was fine. And so I told him how I had to be on my way to college, and he went back in. He was in the vets with his grandma and his grandma's dog. And while on the way, I popped into St Peter's Hospice and had a look around. Was scared because normally they have a lot of doll stuff in the St Peter's Hospice by my college, but there wasn't any in there today. And I didn't really have enough time because I just had a quick nose at a few things and then went off. And we got to I got to college, put my lanyard in the gate to get in. Thought it wasn't going to work. I was like, great, what a bad start to the day. And it luckily worked. Got into lessons and we did human bingo where we had to go on and ask people questions about like what your favourite colour, what's your eye colour, blah blah blah. And I got the first line out of bingo, and then we go for Full House, first time in ages. And then there was the last question was, is anyone vegetarian here? And so none of us could win it because none of us were vegetarians. So that was a shame, but I came close to winning. And then we did a bit of sheet work, and then it was break time, and me and my mates went off to the shops up the road, and I got a Monster Energy and some apple flavoured bubble gum, and they are just delicious. And then we made our way back to lessons for we made our way back to college for our lessons, and I went into the factory just before and just sat and rested and caught up with everything about workplaces and stuff. Then we went back to lessons and we did about what bullying is, and we did some sheet work, and then we talked about who you could go to if you're being bullied. And I told my classmates about how this guy had put a hate post about me on Facebook last year now, and how he'd been being homophobic and racist and sexist on a Doctor Who page, so I had to block him, and how he then went a bit cuckoo and started like posting about me, and how everyone like jumped onto it and stuff, and I didn't actually realise that he posted something like that because I blocked and unfriended him. I didn't know how he managed to get my photo. That was the most unsettling thing, that he managed to get a photo of me and like write stuff about me, but he also done it about other people as well. So he got kicked off of Facebook, but then apparently he was on again. I haven't heard anything from him. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's the last I'll hear from him. I haven't heard from him since last year now. I've just been staying clear from Dot 2 groups because it kind of put me off, which was a shame because I love Dot 2 so much, but it kind of put me off of wanting a Dot 2 group. And those of my friends have been asking me, who I'm friends with, who love Dot 2 as well, have been asking me to help them run Dot 2 groups and stuff and go back. And I've been like, I'm sorry, I can't because it's a bit traumatizing and it's also very stressful. And I was fed up with all the people on Facebook on the Dot 2 groups always unadminning me and then having to get admin again and stuff. And it was always just such a faff. There's so much drama. So yeah, I'm on there as a member, but I don't run it anymore, and I don't really go on to any of the Dot 2 pages anymore because I do tend to like some of it, but I just don't want to get into any more drama like that guy who put that one about me on Facebook. And yeah, so I told him about that, and then did a bit more sheet work and some teamwork and group work and a bit of competitive work against teams and stuff, which is good. But I can get a wee little bit competitive, and yeah, it's been really fun. And we listened to some Christmas music, getting into the festive spirit of things. Then we had lunch, and I got a £3 medal because I get £3 on my lunch code because I get 3 meals, and so I get £3 each day. And I got a can of Sprite and chicken mayo sandwich and some barbecue grilled Baker's Crisps. And I sat down and chatted with my mates, and I went on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and tweeted a bit about my day so far. And went and drew, did some arts and crafts and designing, and I went to the factory and caught up with my mates, and then went to the RC and read a bit and read a few comic books that they have there up in the library. Then I made my way to the quiet room and just rested. I had a bit of a bad head, but I'm feeling a lot better now, and I caught up with some of my mates that were in there. And then I have a bit of a bad head at the moment. Wish I had a hat that I could put on because my hair is just crazy. It needs a bit of a cut. But anyway, I then waited outside of my classroom where I was this afternoon because I was in U Block, so I was going to be in there. So I waited up and met up with some of my mates from my class, and we just messed around and played some games and stuff in the quiet room, and played Connect Four and Ludo and some other games like that. And I did a few drawings, and some kids came over and said how well my drawings were, so I was very flattered by that. Then we went off to the afternoon lesson, and a company came in about saving up money for people with special needs, and they talked to us about that, and we did a bit of sheet work about saving up money. I am not the best at saving money. I spend money like there's no tomorrow, so this is really going to help. They're going to be coming in every Tuesday afternoon first lesson to talk to us. And then we had break, and I went to the factory and just stayed in there and had the last of my apple flavoured bubble gum. Love that stuff. And talked to some of the colleagues that work in U-Book, the learning support assistants and stuff, and chatted with them about how my work placement was going, and did some drawing. And my mate went home because she isn't very well at the moment. She's got a bit of a bad head and cold, so there's a head cold going around. Really don't want to get that. I've had enough illnesses to last my lifetime. I've just been getting so many bugs at the moment, and I'm finally feeling 100% again, so I don't want any of that. And then we went back to lessons, and we just talked about what we'd learned the previous lesson with the people that came in, and they had gone off. And then we did some sheet work and did about what we hope to achieve and do in the future. And then we got given a letter about a Christmas party for the college course that's happening on the 12th of December. May go, depends on how I feel on the night. Antisocial bugger I am. And then I did a bit more sheet work, and then it was the end of the day. Woohoo! Home time, home free, baby. And we got to the bus stop, and I got the 79 bus home, a nice pink big double decker bus, and sat on the upstairs of the double decker, and it was not straight stairs. This time, to make it more challenging for me, No, it was not that. It was spiral staircases. So I was like, great, more easy for me to trip up on. So I got onto the upstairs of the bus and listened to a bit of my music and took some photos from out of the window of the lovely orangey, beautiful sky sunset, and it was so nice. And I had a nice rest and rest of my legs. My legs have been playing up again. I've been doing my exercises and then helping a bit. And I've got a really sore foot at the moment because I managed to cut my foot. I don't know how, so it's hurting a bit. So I was limping a bit today, but hopefully gonna get that sorted out. It's feeling a lot better today, but it was a bit sore, so I had a bit of a painful foot. And yeah, such a class. I obviously managed to hurt it somehow. I'm not sure. I'm just so clumsy. And I got back home and put my bag and stuff away and had a cup of tea and went on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm so over obsessing over Twitter follows. There's so much more to life than just social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram stuff. Even though I'm a bit obsessed with that. And I had 3,230 followers the other week, and I then went on to have 3,190 something, 3,200, and then it's now gone down to 3,190 or 3,089 now. But I'm just so done obsessing over it. It's not very nice for me stressing out about it, but I'm a very obsessive personality. I have not. I am a very obsessive personality. I mean, I have a very obsessive personality. So about that, I've just got so much bubbling in my head that I've got to say. I had such a busy day. It's just been so fun. Been here, down, everywhere. I'm now back home, safe and sound, in my nice warm home, out from the coldness. Hopefully it snows soon. And I am going off to watch today's Neighbours. There's no Home and Away now. Home and Away has finished for Christmas break. 6 weeks. 6 weeks is what Home and Away. What am I gonna do? And yeah, Hollyoaks has been so good at the moment. Monster Mac is hashtagging Mac from not Home and Away. Hollyoaks is just such a monster. He needs to be stopped. There's going to be a huge done it because he's going to be attacked. Rightly so. He did kill his own brother, not his own brother, his own son, and try and kill Jack Osborne twice. He needs to be stopped. He's just so out of hand. Ahmed Tonight looks really good. Wobbett gets beaten up by Lance. I think it's either Lance or Lance gets someone to beat Wobbett after they all find out Wobbett's deception. Even though the whites aren't perfect, and I know Wobbett's messed up and stuff, but they can't stop him from seeing his own son, and I can't wait for the whites to leave because they're apparently leaving soon. And yeah, I'm now off to go watch Home and Away and some stuff off record and have a cup of tea and a snack and have a rest. Can't wait for the soaps and Holby tonight. I hope you've all had a lovely week so far. Or have a lovely rest of your week, and I shall see you soon with a new vlog. Bye!